Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about your downline. So you're going to need to log in to teambeachbody.com, sign in, click on Coach, Coach Online Office, or your back office, Coach Online Office, and your My Business tab, the second link says My Downline. This is where you're going to be able to find a lot of information about your coaches and see other people that are on your team. The first one I like to look at is graphical genealogy, because this is a visual, and I'm a visual person. I like to actually see the sides and see the placement, and I can get a better picture in my mind. So first of all, I want to tell you that I am signed in under Terry's name. Terry is a newer coach, and so I wanted to show you what it looked like, without having a lot of things on both sides. So you may be logged in and you might not see any names at all. You might just see one person here and one person, little dotted man here. Okay, so I want to start by telling you about your legs. Your team is made up of two legs, a right leg and a left leg. Your right leg is actually the leg to your right, so looking at your computer screen to your right. Your left leg is looking at your computer screen to your left. You're going to want to be building, strong left legs and right legs, and you're going to want to be thinking of that as a big triangle, okay, for placement of your coaches. You can see here that Terry already has some people underneath her on her left leg, but these people are not actually any of Terry's personally sponsored coaches. What that means is that when you have a personally sponsored coach, that means that they have actually contacted you, you've told them how to sign up, they've signed up under your name, and now you have a coach that is directly under you. You can see right here the little code for personally sponsored is PS. So when Terry gets her first coach, they're going to have a little PS above their head right here, and that's how you're going to be able to easily track those people. So what these coaches are just placed under Terry from her upline, which means that you can't see your upline, but above here there's coaches going all the way up, and as they place people, they're just continuing to trickle down these outside legs, because this is, it's important. I'm going to be talking about volume in the next video and building team volume, and you're going to see that this really is a teamwork, that side of your income. And so building these a good foundation on your right and your left leg is key. So all of these people that you're seeing are underneath Terry, but they're not contributing to Terry's rank advancements. So let's talk about some rank advancements. The first rank is Emerald, and then you go from Emerald to Ruby to Diamond, okay? Starts out with Emerald. Emerald is having two coaches, one coach on your right, one coach on your left. They both have to be personally sponsored. So Terry's going to need to start, and she's going to need to get a person on her right, then she's going to need to get a person on her left. It looks like she already has a person on her left, but these are not her coaches, so you have to remember that. You personally have to have two. So I definitely, she's going to want a coach here. When it's lit up in red, that means that is where you want your coach to be placed. So if Terry wants to place her husband, if she's thinking about signing up her husband as a coach, or her sister, whatever, you can stick him over here. You're going to click the little man, click OK, and it's going to place him there. That means she has one coach on her right. Then she's going to need to place a coach on her left. So it looks like that this is the next free space, but actually it's not. This is an inside leg, and we want to not ever place coaches on these inside legs because they're not really getting a lot of upline support. So this person would only get, upline support from Patricia, instead of getting upline support, from that whole long leg. So you're going to want to go all the way down until you find the first free little man on the outside. And so when Terry's ready to sign up her second coach, she would click this. It's going to turn from blue to red, and then that is where her coach is going to be. So let's say that her friend signs up before Terry has time to go in and switch, and both of her coaches end up being on her right. Before you panic, let me tell you, there is a way to get this switched the first 72 hours that the person signs up. So you don't have a long time to get this sorted out. You need to act fast. What you're going to do is you're going to email Coach Relations, give them your coach ID, your name, the person that signed up, and you're going to need to tell them where you want them. So you're going to need to say specifically, I want to move such and such person to my outside right leg, and then they will email you back and tell you that they can do that for you within the first 72 hours. Okay, so you got to act fast on that. So once you have one coach on your right and your left, you're considered to be Emerald. There's definitely perks by getting to Emerald as fast as you can. Some trainings that you're going to listen to are going to recommend hitting that within your first month. And we definitely do not want to push you. This business is so wonderful because it's totally working at your own speed. But I would recommend setting a goal for yourself. Giving yourself a certain amount of time to go through the trainings, get your first challenge or whatever under your belt, and then start talking to people about getting on with you and spreading this journey, because it really is awesome for everyone. But as you continue to advance rank, there's definitely perks. So the first perk is getting free leads. And what this means is that anybody that signs up just on Beachbody's website or an underneath Emerald and above coaches. So this is, y'all, it's free. It's free money. It's free commission. It's going to go straight into your account. You didn't have to do any work for it. They have contact information that you can contact them, but I've been doing this 11 months and I've only gotten one person to email me back. So really, you're not doing anything with them except getting this free money. So that's really cool. So to be able to start getting leads, you have to be hitting Success Club 5 or 10 each month, and then you also have to be current and a member of the Beachbody Club membership. Beachbody Club is being a member of Beachbody On Demand. It is $39.95 for 3 months. You're charged quarterly. So what I recommend canceling that until they're Emerald, unless they're wanting to use Beachbody On Demand. It's not a required fee. You don't have to pay that. But once you hit Emerald and higher, it's definitely worth it. So that's $40 every 3 months, which is about $12 or $13 a month. I make off of leads anywhere from $100 to $300 a month. So it's definitely worth being current in those club membership fees. So when you sign up for a challenge pack, if you're a brand new coach watching this, when you sign up as a challenge pack, you get your first month of club membership for free. They're letting you test it out. I definitely encourage you to log on, see what it's all about, try some videos on the Beachbody On Demand link. They're really cool. You can try other programs, get a feel of, be able to tell your customers about them. And then after that first month, they will start charging you that $39.95 in your first month. Then I would definitely call the number and ask them to cancel your club membership if you're not going to use it. You don't have to pay that extra money if you're not going to use it. Then once you hit Emerald by having one coach on your left and your right, then you definitely want to call and get that put back on your account so that way you can start getting those free leads. Okay, so free leads by being an active coach, by having one coach on each side, paying the $39.95 quarterly. Leads is your a really big incentive for being Emerald, but the other huge incentive is getting volume cycle bonuses, and I go over that in the next video, so I'm not even going to talk with you about that right now, but that is basically also free money. It's very cool, and that's where your legs really come in. Okay, so Emerald is having 2 coaches. The next rank is Ruby, which a lot of people skip Ruby, but what Ruby is 2 coaches on your right, 2 coaches on your left, and one of each of your coaches is also Emerald. And their little man is going to change colors. You're going to be able to see that when your personally sponsored coach goes Emerald, if you have an Emerald on each right and left and 4 coaches, you're Ruby. Then you get to hit Diamond when you have 4 coaches on each side, so 8 total coaches at least, and 1 coach on each side is Emerald. So you can see it really all starts with Emerald. Of course, as you rank higher and get to Diamond, you're going to get more incentives, but the only requirements that you have to get those incentives is paying that club membership and being an active coach. And, so it's really cool. Okay, so you can see here I'm going to show you these buttons go to bottom left. If Terry's wanting to sign up somebody on her bottom left side, you don't have to keep scrolling through these pages, especially the longer you're in this. You might have 10 pages of coaches below you. You can just hit that button, click there, and it'll go there. Okay, so the next tab I want to show you is personally sponsored. If you click here, this is just going to show you your only coaches. So if you've got people underneath you and you're thinking, who is that? You can look for that PS, but if you've personally sponsored them, they're going to show up here. And so that's nice because it gives you a quick overview of just your own coaches. And then the last one is sponsorship drill down. This is going to show you your coaches plus their coaches and their coaches and so on. So everybody starting with you and below. And I really like this because there's little plus signs that you'll see eventually, and you can look at that. You can tell if they're active. You can tell if they're up on their club membership. You can see if they've hit Success Club and how many points that they have. So you can be high-fiving them on their success. You can really see everything that your team is doing as you go on, and it's really neat to see how others are working. Okay, the last thing I want to tell you guys is that in the next video over volume, I am using a whiteboard and with the computer, and because of that, it is mirrored in writing. It's going to be mirrored, so don't let that confuse you. You're going to get the idea of what I'm talking about, and it is mirrored. So I know this was a lot of information. I definitely want you to tuck this away, and when you're ready to sign up your first coach, come back to this, rewatch it, or maybe you're thinking about advancing to Emerald, come back to this, rewatch it. Talk to your upline before you sign somebody up so that they can help you determine which is your strong and your weak leg and get you set up right from the very beginning. Okay, talk to you later.